This feels wild. Hello, how are you all? I want to say I'm back at the same place as I left you off last year, because this exact spot in this chair was where I said goodbye and took on a little adventure called maternity leave. And now I'm here. It's almost a year later and it feels very, very weird. I've made myself a cup of coffee and I'm in this cozy little spot because I wanted to just fill you in on what's been going on. Kind of don't even know where to start. I don't have a script or anything for this video. Last year, as you know, I was pregnant. I was expecting my second daughter. I was due in December, and I've been doing YouTube for 10 years, and I don't think I intended for my break to be that long. I have been, posting consistently for 10 years. I've never taken a break for a year. I've taken breaks for like a couple of months, but this has definitely been the longest break I've ever taken, and I would say it was needed. In fact, I can feel my arm getting tired already. I'm gonna set you up on the table here instead. Is that all right? I think that's okay. I've been away now for almost a year from posting on YouTube anyway. I have been active on my Instagram. I also started making more TikTok videos this past year, which I really enjoyed. As much as I love creating and watching long form content, when you're as busy as you are, when you go from 1 to 2 kids, it's been nice to have the short form content to kind of keep up with my creative outlet and creating content, because you will know that I love it. I absolutely love creating content. I think it's fun to share, and I think in a world where so many pointless things are happening and where things are just so crazy, at least to me, it's nice to have somewhere where you can just like ground yourself and get a lot of joy out of. Creating content has been that outlet for me for many years, and it still is. And even though I really needed that break last year, I have felt myself recently I've missed it a lot, and I feel like I'm slowly starting to collect those little pieces of myself again that you feel like you lose when you are pregnant and so much is going on with your body, physically and mentally, and everything is just kind of like thrown up into the air. I knew that going from 1 kid to 2 was gonna be hectic. I'm not gonna get crazy into that, but wow. It's a lot. A lot of things definitely feel a lot more chill and quote unquote easy. Nothing's easy when you have children, but feels more chill. I've enjoyed my leave a lot more than I did the first time because I kind of knew what to expect. I'm gonna be real here. I'm not gonna paint a pretty pink picture, because although a lot of the days it is a really nice, pretty pink picture, it's hard. So with that out of the way, it only makes sense that, I've not had a lot of time. I also kind of just needed the break, and it's been nice. And now I kind of slowly feel ready to venture back into the world of content creation and YouTube. So what's happened since I last spoke to you? Well, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have already seen that, or even if you've just visited my website, if you've tried to book me for color analysis or styling sessions, you'll be met with a page that says, I'm really sorry if you went here, trying to book a service from me, because moving forward, it will not be possible. And this is a decision that's been well under the way for a while. I wrote a post on Instagram, I think in the spring season, where I talk you through it a little bit more, my thoughts behind that. I'm gonna link that down below in case you wanna go and have a read. But basically, it's been hard to kind of stay afloat with my business. Not that I didn't have I had a lot of clients actually, and I had a lot of requests coming in for clients. It was kind of hard for me to keep up in the end. Also because, such a huge part of my business is creating content, and it's, I never really intended to become a content creator. It kind of all just happened little by little. And I think for me, the most important thing has always been to enjoy what I do and to get a lot of joy from it. And I just felt overwhelmed, I think, in the end. I felt like I was spread a little bit too thin. So over the years, you know, we've talked about this in the podcast, in the Sustain This podcast, that it's, especially when you try to create content around sustainable life or sustainable fashion, slow fashion, it can be kind of hard to make a living from that. So I had a web shop. You might remember years back, I had a secondhand web shop, and that was kind of me trying to be able to create content, but also, you know, have a sustainable income. That didn't work out. It was a fun project, but it didn't work out. I had my jewelry collaboration with Stillnest, which sadly also came to an end. Then I've been doing speeches, I've been doing workshops, and then I kind of ventured into the world of styling and color analysis, and I did that for 3 years, which was fun. And I will say I don't regret any of the things that I've tried. I feel like I've learned so much about not only what it means to run a business, but also about myself. You know, I've learned a lot about myself. I've gained a lot of confidence. I've met some amazing people through what I do, and I will be forever thankful for that. Like, I would not change a thing about any of that. So I think when I went on my leave in December last year, I kind of just needed to pause and figure out, okay, what's going to be the best way moving forward for me. And I think for a while, and especially right now that we are now a family of 4, well, 5 with Oscar, but we are a family of 4. I have 2 children. It's so important to me to have a stable income and have a strong, a solid ground, if you will. So I think I knew that I kind of needed to probably go back to the corporate world for several reasons. Being a one-woman show for so many years has been a little bit lonely at times. So I really missed having, you know, colleagues around me and being part of something bigger. And then, of course, it also just gives you more stability in so many ways. I've been on the hunt for a job for a while, for most of this year, actually, for most of 2025. And I've actually started a new job, which I've already been there for a month, which feels so crazy. Like, all of the cliches that people will tell you when you have children, they're right. They're right, guys. I have to just lay it out for you. So yeah, I've been there for a month now, and it has nothing to do with fashion. It has a lot to do with creativity, because I work in marketing in a nearby theme park. And I'm really enjoying it. I create content, I do copywriting, I do like website admin, I write newsletters, I film, I edit, I plan posts for social media, you know, all of the things that I love, and all of the things that I would say I've gained a lot of experience with that from what I do and what I have been doing for the past 10 years. So it's really, really fun, and I really enjoy it. And luckily, I have the option to work from home. I also have the option to kind of, you know, I have flexible working hours, so I can plan work around my family and not the other way around. And that's completely how it should be to me. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. And I'm just, you know, soaking up every experience I get through that job as well. I have so much to learn still, especially in like the more strategic area, and I've learned so much already, and I think I'm gonna learn a lot more, you know, working there. So it's perfect, and I think it's what I need in this stage of my life. I feel very lucky to have gotten this position and gotten that opportunity, and then we'll see where that takes me. But then, like I started this video out by saying, I have also really missed creating content. I have been posting regularly in like the short form segment, if you will, but I really want to get back to YouTube. It's crazy to me to even think about the fact that once, you know, when I started, I was able to post like 3 videos per week. Like, how? I think it was because it happened before the rise of short form content, which now obviously takes up a lot of time as well. I'm not going to be able to go back to that uploading schedule, I'm afraid, but I am hoping that I'll be able to post maybe just 2 videos per month. That should be doable. Right now I'm home alone. My husband took the girls to their weekly father-daughter or father-children gymnastics, which they do every Sunday over the autumn and winter season. So I have a few hours for myself every Sunday moving forward, which a lot of the time, admittedly, I will use for, you know, grocery shopping, meal prepping, doing laundry, that kind of thing, because when else would I be able to do that, right? I have a full-time job now, I have 2 kids, and it's really all a big puzzle. Like logistically, practically, there's a lot of things that you need to kind of line up. But yeah, I will definitely try to carve out some time, a few Sundays per month, to film some content and get back into YouTube. So yeah, what else was I gonna say? You know, big things have happened. I know I was very dramatic when I created this thumbnail, but I've just had to end some things in my life to make room for new beginnings. That's really what I'm trying to say here. I feel like there's so much more that I could say and that I want to tell you guys, but leave me any questions you have down below and I'll see if I can answer some of your questions. Maybe we should do a Q&A. So do let me know if there's anything in particular you'd like to see from me. I think I definitely need to share my autumn capsule wardrobe because it's October. My favorite season of the year is back, and I think I have a good little autumn capsule going on right now. So what I've been doing lately is I've been prepping my work outfits ahead of time. It's something I really enjoy doing on Sundays. I'll get my shirts ready, I'll iron them so that they're ready to grab and put on before the new week, and I'll prep my outfits on a rail, and I've been sharing that both on Instagram, on TikTok. I'm guessing that's something that people would want to see, like real work outfits and just like prepping these outfits for the week to come. It saves you so much time in the morning, even if you just do like one outfit each evening. You don't have to do all 5 work outfits. But it's something I've really been enjoying creating. So maybe I could create some more content about, you know, a work capsule and what I've been wearing, the few core pieces that I can't live without in my wardrobe now that I've went back to the corporate world. We have a very casual, like it's a very casual work environment. Some people wear just like completely casual jeans and sweaters, but you can also dress up more, like blazers and shirts. I kind of like to go a bit in both directions, like smart casual. That's definitely where I feel most comfortable. So yeah, would love to create some more content around that. Any lifestyle related content, you know, I try to also share some little mini vlogs. I have been doing that throughout this year on my Instagram and on TikTok, just to give you a glimpse into what life looks like for a 35-year-old mom living in Denmark with 2 children, trying to kind of navigate the corporate life. So if you want to see more of that, let me know. Other than that, drop me any ideas or suggestions that you have down below, whether that being, you know, picking back up on styling tips, color analysis, maybe even anything. Let me know and I'll do my best to pick out a few of those and put my focus. And then we'll see how much of that I can create for you. So very, very excited to be back. And like I said, I really hope, I don't hope, I'm gonna prioritize carving out some time to make these videos a few times a month. And then we'll see where it takes us. I think that's all for now. As soon as I turn off the camera, I'm probably gonna remember something else that I really wanted to fill you in on, but you know, it's a fresh start. We'll have plenty of time to catch up. So yeah, thank you. If you're still here, I feel like it's a proper testing, is this thing still on kind of moment. If you're still here, thank you so much. I hope you are as excited as I am to get back into the swing of things. And yeah, I hope I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye guys.